Hello, beautiful seekers. This is Pauline Marie, and I am coming to you with an activation for the full supermoon in Cancer. It's coming up on January 3rd, 2026. Although this activation is timeless, but it is being activated here on this first full moon of the new year. My pre-download, I really felt this such soft, powerful light, and it is inviting us into emotional reflection and tending to our inner world, kind of as an inner temple. So we're resourcing ourselves in a sacred way, and a wave is supporting our own inner discoveries of who we were before form, but also how our unique blueprint is here to be in service. I feel a strong magnetic pull with the waters, being Cancer is our water sign. So that pull is that the waters are asking us to flow. The inner flow will lead to regeneration, rebirth, and new earth. So our soul's mission and finding our soul team is what I'm really feeling here. So Cancer being that strong sign of family, home, and relationships. I think with the geometry that's happening, though, with our other planetary friends, it wants us to expand outside the box, outside the square, as literally this January supermoon forms a powerful astrological geometry with T-square involving, obviously, the moon in Cancer, the sun and Mars in Capricorn, and then Jupiter is also in Cancer. So I did record a previous download from Mars and Jupiter, and you can find that in my video library as well. But this configuration creates a dynamic and intense square. So it's going to focus on any tensions between personal emotional needs and public responsibilities because of the Capricorn influence. So how we define these relationships, be they friends, family, or how do we remember our soul family? So Capricorn helps us make real the dream, right? To live within as the divine feminine and divine masculine harmonized. So let's get into the download from the cards and the card pulls and hearing from the waters themselves. So we have the primordial waters providing this beautiful activation of psychic and emotional expansion. This is higher love and joy activations, and it's coming in here from Sophia and Sophia consciousness, as well as some of the other dwarf planets that are activating this wave. So this is an invitation into the emotional self, as I talked about, and into our emotional body, asking us to really go within and to feel. And remembering that the emotions are just a guidance system. They're just guiding us with a very specific message. And usually it's a message of remembrance, or remembering who we truly are, remembering the truth. So let's dive in. We literally have the plunge card here from the waters, and that's saying to plunge in. Don't hold back at this time. Just dive into the waters. And what I'm getting from this card, though, is this is our inner waters. This is our inner emotions, and that inner home that we're speaking of here. So sacred well is next to that, with replenishment and self-care and giving from a place of plenty. So definitely what I'm feeling here is that we are a sacred well. All of this comes from within. We are nurture ourselves. We can give all of these things to ourselves, and we need to replenish ourselves within our own sacred well, our yin energy, our divine feminine energy, as sacred space, because there's replenishment there, and it's inviting us into that so that we can fill our own wells, our own temples, our own bodies, our own sacred cups before giving to anybody else. So with this moon and the new year, we're coming into that rebirth here, right? And we're being asked now that as we serve, we need to be giving from a place of being filled up within ourselves first. And the deeper message here is the divine union. We're being filled with the divine union. This is the new blueprint, the new you, the rebirth of you. And it's coded within you to be balanced. It's already coded within us to be a balanced divine feminine and divine masculine embodiment. So these codes and the seed is already within you. Okay, this blueprint is always within you. It has always been within you. So now we're taking these next steps to activate these seeds. And we're getting out here with the waters, the planetary wave. So beautiful. This is the soul mission wave. This is trust the inner call, soul team. So it's calling in those in our soul teams. So they may be on similar paths or missions that we are on, because we are never alone. We were never meant to create alone. So it's a beautiful creation here. And then we actually have Sophia card here. Sophia coming out strongly, guiding this. So there is a divine plan. She is divine wisdom. And she is the intelligence within all things, all of creation and this destiny. She is that who flows. And there is an ease coming. There is an ease coming with this full moon. And we have the Great Mother out here with surrender to the mystery and fall into her arms. So we are being supported by the Great Mother. So this is definitely that Cancer energy, right? That nurturing energy that we can surrender to that and fall into surrender with that. And as we move through this emotional state and we let go, we face any shadow, we can use the Great Mother to fall back, and she will be there to catch us. All right, we also are hearing from Kuan Yin here with Tao energy. And Tao energy is, again, all about flow. It's nourishing life into creation. So it's such a beautiful synchronicity with this activation. And reminding us, too, that we are perfect in this moment, to relax and to allow life to flow. And we also have the archetype here from the Wild Unknown deck of the Temple. So such a beautiful way to tie up this reading here and this activation with the temple. And this, again, pointing us to our own inner temple. This is our own sanctuary. This is what we really are creating first. You create your own inner sanctuary, and everything outside has to align to it. So this is our own altar. This archetype is also inviting us on that inward travel, and we're being asked to re-examine what we honor and what we reject. Because remember, there have been many messages in some of my previous activations about accept all, reject nothing. So we need to, though, look at where do we spend our time? What do we worship? That's what the change is in that. So do we worship our phone, our money, our material goods, or are we going to worship something much more sacred? Are we going to worship our inner temples, our sacredness? So we're being invited to see where there are any barriers that draw between ourselves and the sacred, the divine, whether that be whoever that is for you, your higher self, the angels, the universe, God. But the Tao is asking us to open our temples, our altars, our inner selves, and open to something surprising, open to something new. And then also offer it back to the heavens, to the earth, to others in gratitude. And so it's through this temple travel of receiving and offering that the flow of life and your creations as the creator will feed this planetary wave. This inner temple travel is the planetary wave. Wow, very powerful. So even the ancient yogis, of course, use the body as the temple. So it's an expression. It's an expression of divinity, the divinity within. And that is certainly Sophia's message here. I would like to read a little bit from the guidebook on Sophia. So, of course, we know the name Sophia is from the Greek word meaning wisdom. But you may not know that she is depicted as the female figure beside God in Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel. And she's believed to have come into form as the ancient Egyptian goddess Isis. So in this card that came out, the Rose Oracle deck, she's depicted as the rose. She's the spiral. She's the galaxy overlapping. This is the mystical representation of Sophia. She's the holder of the divine plan. She is the intelligence that tells the rose when to open. She tells the planet how to spin. So this also exists within you. Her presence is in all living things, and it brings the message of remembrance, to trust the intelligence that brought you here. Have faith that the blueprint of your destiny is already known. Sophia embraces the cosmos. She holds the blueprint of all of creation, so she then knows and is entrusting upon this divine plan to activate the intelligence within your own cells and unlock and act on the most expansive destiny that you can attain within yourself. This is a step-by-step process, for sure. And these codes and seeds being activated within our soul calling will help us take those baby steps. Tomorrow, take the next step. The next day, take another step. Continue to take baby steps each day. And one day, you will reach a breathtaking garden all around you. And we have support, and we have additional activations here from the waters. And they do invite us to go a little deeper. So this planetary wave is calling us into that trust and that current of our own river, and to answer the call deep within. So you may not know your mission yet, or it may not be clear, but these planetary waves of consciousness will assist with the frequency of surrender and trust to a greater plan. So we go within, we begin to nourish, and with the sacred primordial waters and the sacred well, we can discover more about our soul mission and our unique blueprint. And it will feel like two rivers that meet, as you will be led by something that helps you define your calling. So what a beautiful message here under this moon in Cancer. It feels powerful yet soft. And that is the harmony of the union of the divine feminine and masculine, the two rivers that meet. Much love and blessings.